Hey everybody, hope you're having a good day today. There's Smokey over there. But I just wanted to update y'all on my dermatologist appointment of the ones that's been following me. This goes along with my July the 18th video that I made of me sitting in the chair talking. If you haven't seen it, go back on my channel and watch it first. But this is kind of like an update of that video. I've got a little spot of skin cancer on my forehead. It's basal cell skin cancer, just a little red spot. It don't bother me, but I've got to get it took off. I've already had the sample took off of it the end of March this year. There's a little bit left on there. It's going to have to be cut out by a dermatologist. All right, my medical doctor had took the sample, but he couldn't do the rest of it. So I called around a lot of dermatologists. Some didn't take my insurance. Some wasn't taking new patients. So I was having a hard time finding a place. I finally found a place after I had waited on a place before that place. And the first place never got back with me. I waited about 2 months. And I just never got an appointment with them. They kept holding me off for some reason. So I went on and forgot about that place. And I got an appointment at a second place. And I went to it, and they said they took my insurance. And I went to my first appointment with them, July the 9th. All right, then I was scheduled to have the procedure done July 21st. That was on a Monday. Well, they called me on that Friday before that to tell me that my insurance is not covered at that office after I had already went to my first appointment, and they said it was. So it got crossed up at the secretary's desk there, and I have got stuck with the first bill of having to pay it where my insurance was not covered, and they said it was. So I canceled my second appointment, the procedure, before I got charged a big bill for that. But they have sent me the bill in the mail for the first appointment, and it was $200. So I'm having to pay it just by their mistake. I asked them on the telephone, did they take my insurance? And they said yes. But they didn't. So she says they take everybody's insurance, but that don't mean the doctor's in the network. So I didn't ask, was the doctor in the network? So when I got stuck with this bill right here, I make sure I ask, do y'all take this kind of insurance? And are the doctors covered in the network? That's the key. The doctors has got to be covered in the network. So, I have made me another appointment at a new place. For the next appointment is going to be August the 14th. I've got to start completely over with this new place somewhere else about an hour away. I've got to drive down there. Me and my husband's going to go this week coming up to see where it is actually at, because we don't know anything about that area. But I've got a GPS thing on my phone, and it will lead you right to it. So we're going to go ahead of time and look and find the place to know where we're going on August the 14th. But I've got to start all over with this new place. So I'm going for my first visit again at this place August the 14th. And I did ask on the telephone, do y'all take my insurance and are the doctors in the network? And she said yes. And she double checked it, and I told her what had happened to me. And she double checked and made sure, that they did take it and their doctors was in the network. So far, this is going to be the right one to go to. We just got to find the place where it's at ahead of time. But here's my bill that I got for the other place. And I've got to pay it because I went to that appointment. But it was their mistake, really. But I've got stuck with the bill. So be very careful if you make doctor's appointments and you're finding out, do they take your insurance? Make sure you ask, are the doctors in the network? Because I thought, well, them saying yes, they take your insurance meant, that it was covered. But evidently not. But here's the bill I got. I've got to pay the $200. See, that's what it costed for my first visit. Amount bill, $200. And the amount not payable by the plan, $200. So the insurance did not cover none of it because they wasn't in the network. See, it says out of network. But they didn't tell me that at the beginning. So I kind of got stuck with this bill. But at the end of the year, I'm going to be losing this health insurance anyway. Because they said they no longer going to cover anybody in North Carolina with Aetna CVS health insurance through Marketplace. So everybody is going to be having to find some different kind of health insurance. That's going to be fun. I have no idea of even where to start with that. But I'm going to try to find something different. I've only had this a few years and I've been using it this year. And it's paid real good. But this one just told me they took it when they really didn't. It's why I got this bill. But I've got it right here on my calendar. It's August 14th is my next appointment at a new dermatology office place. I just wanted to update the ones that was following along. Let them know. Here's some of the kitty cats. Most of them's asleep. I got me some tomatoes. They'll make a good tomato sandwich. Got 2 little apples there. I like good old homemade, homegrown tomato sandwiches. They good.